Harriet Tubman has replaced Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill, sorta. She is going to be on the front of the $20 bill. I hope that everyone who's listening to me knows who Harriet Tubman is. If not, I want you to go and Google her and learn about her. She was a former slave who freed hundreds of slaves. And she said that if she could have freed more if they knew they were slaves. So there's a great irony of her being on the front of the $20 bill with Andrew Jackson, who was a many things. I'm just trying to see how bad, and I'm going to talk about Andrew Jackson and the reason a lot of people don't take him down from all of the places. But the Trail of Tears, the ethnic cleansing, the genocide, the slaves, just Andrew Jackson has a place in American history that many people should not have. But because he was a president, we refuse to look at him as the horrific person that he really was. And that's true of several presidents, of a lot of presidents. But once you become a president, you become venerated, and people whitewash the things that you really did. And Andrew Jackson is the case in point. So it is insulting to have him on the back of the $20 bill and Harriet Tubman on the front. He should just be completely removed. In so many respects, he should just be completely gone. But a lot of people are celebrating. A lot of people, of course, you have the imbeciles who are doing the bidding of conservatism and white supremacy all wrapped in one. You have Ben Carson going on television saying that perhaps, she shouldn't be on the $20 bill. Harriet Tubman should be on the $2 bill. You can always find a black face who's willing to go on television to do the bidding of corporate masters. You can find any face. I'm sure you can find Hispanic faces to do the same thing, and they do. But the typical outrage ensued. More important to me than the outrage, because that's par for the course, more important to me than the black people that they get on to attack black people, because that's par for the course, is the fact that we in America just are completely incapable of looking at American history soberly and being willing to say that, you know what, when we look at what this person really did, maybe he should not be someone we celebrate. Maybe looking in the history, in hindsight, we can see clearly and say Andrew Jackson is not someone who should be on any type of monument where we venerate him. But because we don't do that in America, if it's American, it's automatically pure, and it's automatically something that should be celebrated, right? And I guess if we start doing that, then Jefferson, Washington, the whole crew. Maybe that's why, maybe the reason we can't be honest about one is because if we're honest about one, then we're going to have to be honest about all of them. And that's just too much for America to handle. But the point is that they couldn't take him off of the $20 bill altogether because of so much protest, because of so much outrage. They split the $20 bill between Harriet Tubman and Andrew Jackson, a former slave on the front and a former slave owner on the back. Talk about irony. Little less known as Marian Anderson, Martin Luther King, and Eleanor Roosevelt. They're going to be on the back of the $5 bill with Abraham Lincoln. The reasoning, the rationale behind that is that they are featuring people who did monumental things at the Lincoln Monument. Marian Anderson sang there, Eleanor Roosevelt spoke there, and of course Dr. King. The March on Washington took place there, and there was somebody else. There's another. So there's a 20. There's the $5 bill, and I guess if I Google it real quick, I could tell you, but I guess I'm not going to do that.